Tonight's the meat event, and this is one that you and I both have been just super looking forward to for a very long time. It's Thiago Santos, aka Maheta, taking on our boy Johnny Walker, and it's going to be a very interesting contest to see these two Brazilians matched up against each other. Because if we're looking at their careers, I mean, Maheta's done some amazing things. He's the only guy to win a round on a judge's scorecard versus John Jones. And he has those amazing wins to his name. He beat Jan Blachowicz, beat Jack Hermanson, Anthony Smith, Kevin Holland. I mean, this dude has been in there with and beat a lot of guys, and plenty of respect to Maheta. And but he is, coming in here off three straight losses, and he did have those gnarly double knee injuries in that fight against John Jones. And since then, at age 37, you just wonder what Maheta has left. And Johnny Walker's kind of on the other side of things, right? He's 29 years old. He's coming in off a nice win, but before that, he had lost two straight. People were starting to question whether or not, the initial hype of Johnny Walker was at all justified, but he did look pretty impressive with that finish over Ryan Spann, and it was good to see him avoid that three-loss skid because that was something that Johnny Walker definitely needed. So this is going to be a very interesting contest. It wasn't long ago when Johnny Walker was almost like the Jiri Prohaska type character of the light heavyweight division, where everyone was like, "This is the next guy. This is the guy that's going to beat John Jones." So he's only 29, and he's got a main event opportunity here against Meheto Santos. So, what are your thoughts? Do you think that Johnny Walker reinserts himself in that super hyped up prospect category, or was the win against Ryan Spann just a fluke and Johnny Walker's a bum? What do you think?
It's very hard to tell if he is on the bum spectrum or on the future goat spectrum. I mean, you only lose from your you only learn from your losses, and from those two losses, he learned a lot, and that is to win, which he barely got a win on Ryan Spann. So it's really a toss up to be honest. And Thiago is a levels test. Thiago is no joke. I mean, probably one of the first times we saw John Jones look really human. Reyes did a good job, but I feel like Thiago did a very excellent job at that. Um, but I think I gotta go with Johnny. I think Johnny's that I mean, he's young. I feel like he's reborn. He's way better than what he was before, and he knows this is gonna be a dogfight. And Thiago is no joke. He can absolutely hammer you. But I think Thiago is slowly on his way out. I mean, he's 37. He had those crazy knee surgeries after the Jones fight. Just hasn't been the same. And he's on a two-fight losing streak. Got submitted by Glover Teixeira. No shame in that. Glover is the man. The older he gets, the better he gets. Makes no sense, but he is an anomaly. And then Raykick, which Raykick's been looking absolutely crispy recently. So no shame in that. And that's where I just think he's on the way out, and this is Johnny's time to shine. It's a real pick 'em for me, but I'm gonna lean Johnny just because I like the youthful, younger fighter. And I mean, who doesn't like a Johnny Walker walkout? He's just so fun. He's so funny, and I hope and I want him to stay. So I want him to keep winning to watch more entertaining fights and to make the light heavyweight division great again.
Yeah, Johnny Walker is, definitely one of the most entertaining dudes out there for sure. I mean, the walkout, as you mentioned, is definitely a spectacular one. I think that I could go without the celebratory worm just because, I want him to keep his collarbone and, his shoulders intact and, avoid unnecessary surgeries from celebrations. But the walkout is absolutely top notch for sure. And you mentioned that from your perspective, this fight is kind of a pick 'em, and I see it the same way, but Vegas is kind of singing a different tune in that they have Maheta Santos as a minus 170 favorite. Johnny Walker's at about a plus 145, and I've seen the line start to narrow slightly, but I'm with you in that I'm also picking Johnny Walker, and I think, a Meepo MMA special, this to me sounds like a juicy meat value stake because Johnny Walker, 8 years younger, as a dog, coming in off a huge win and, sounding very confident recently. It seems like Johnny Walker believes in the Johnny Walker hype again. And I think that spells tendies for the boys in a potential juicy meat value stake at that plus 145 spot for Johnny Walker. So that's how I'm seeing it. I'm with you all the way. Tapology is not with us though, however. 70% is Rolf Meheto Santos, and a majority of it is Brown. About 61% of it think that a KO TKO is in the works for Meheto. Do you think that's unreasonable? Because although we're both picking Johnny Walker, I can see him getting knocked out. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, he almost got knocked out by Ryan Man, Superman Span, but I don't know. I think Johnny's gonna come here a whole other monster. I mean, he is way bigger than Maheta. I mean, he's 6'6", 82-inch reach. He's got the reach. He's got the height. He's got the leg reach. He has and he's got the youth and the explosiveness. He's got everything in his favor. It's just what Johnny Walker is coming. The Johnny that we saw and loved when he first joined the UFC went on that tear, or the broken shoulder worm Johnny Walker where he goes on a fight losing skid because his shit isn't working for a sense. But I think Johnny's still gonna get it done though. But yeah, it truly is a pick 'em. Kind of mind blown on how heavy Tapology is on Santos. People are sleeping on Walker, and I'm excited for him to prove all these doubters wrong. To be honest.
I think so too. I think people are sleeping on Johnny Walker, and respect to Thiago Santos. Obviously, we're not sleeping on Thiago. We're well aware that Thiago is a dangerous fighter, and deserves probably to be the favorite. But to see the how big of an imbalance there was in Tapology is a little surprising because I think Johnny Walker is deserving of at least more than 30%
Hmm.
of the metrics. But nonetheless, we're both rolling with Johnny Walker. You see the PC behind me. I'm bullish on Johnny Walker. I think this is his return fight. And the sky's the limit from this point forward because we'd love to see him fight Yuri Prohaska or fight Magomed Ankalaev. Like there's some absolute killers that Johnny Walker could participate in some fun fights at the top of the light heavyweight division. So I'm calling a return KO statement, something funky, something gnarly from Johnny Walker myself. So we're seeing this one the same way. Any last thoughts on the meet?
No, like you said, I think this is going to be a KO. We're both leaning Johnny. If it's not Johnny, someone's getting knocked out. That's all I know. One of these guys are getting knocked out. This is going to be a slobber knocker. Definitely, I feel like there's no way this isn't a knockout of the night potentially,
Mhm.
or performance of the night. One of those. We'll see. But yeah, throw in the comments who you guys got. You got the Dancing Boy, Worm Boy Walker, or you got Santos the Hammer. Throw in the comments. We read them all, and make sure to smash that meat and subscribe.